Samuel anointed David, the shepherd,
Yes.
to be the next king of Israel.
Yes.
Yes.
And your father does not know this.
No.
Yeah, it'd be bad if you did.
Finds out.
Only me. And, well, now you.
I should have told you I am not good at lying.
You don't have to lie, just don't say anything.
God has a design, and it is clear it does not involve me becoming king.
It is nice also that they gave a situation where that helps him in a personal way. It lets him be happy with her. He should narratively get a blessing out of the fact that he is so willing to accept God's will. Things, of course, end sadly farther down the road, but it's a good idea to give him some happiness that comes directly from his response to what he knows.
I feel relief, but I do not need to search for passion, because it walked into my life and it found me. So marry me today, here, only in the presence of God and your kin.
Kin is one of those funny words where I know exactly what it means. It is totally period appropriate, but anytime somebody says your kin in a movie or TV show or whatever, I always have trouble understanding it. And it takes me a second. Oh, your family. Right. Got it. I know exactly what it means. I don't know why. Something about the phrase your kin, it sounds like a noun squished together. Your kin just flows together so well that it sounds like one word. And when you're not expecting to hear it, I don't know. It's just me. It's just me. But that's what happens.
Do you know the turmoil you have?
Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm going to have to zoom in on this for you guys. Oh. Look at this. Look at the people down there. They're like skating. That is so funny.
The turmoil you have caused in this house.
You refused to marry me, Rav, because of your love for Michal, yes?
I think his response should have been, no, I did it because I don't love Marav. I think that was more what felt like the motivation in the last episode, because he said, I don't care if I'm not allowed to marry Michael. I just can't marry Marav because it wouldn't be right for her or me. It doesn't work because of how they wanted the conversation to flow, but really you could have fixed that with just one line. No, I did it, blah, 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 but you do love Michael, yeah, right? Well, yes, and then move forward into this. Wouldn't have added too much, and I think it would be more consistent with the previous episode.
And you would do anything for this love. You must prove your devotion to me.
Anything.
I like that David doesn't come back with, what? Have I not yet? I don't know, fine, whatever. Just immediately, yeah, all right, whatever. Because he has fully embraced being anointed by God. He has no fear at this point. It is awesome.
The Philistine forge at Gath, burn it to the ground. You will personally kill 100 Philistines and bring me their foreskins.
That is in the Bible. That is what he tells David to do. The forge part is made up. He actually just tells him, I want you to kill 100 Philistines and bring me their foreskins. And David says, yeah, all right. I like that they made it part of a broader thing. That was a good idea. It makes Saul sound a little less psychotic, which he does have a bit of a break later, I believe, is where this is going. But not yet. That just makes you sound like a psychopath.
My king, I would kill 1,000 if it meant I could be with Michal.
You will speak of this to no one, especially Michal.
Thank you.
Before you go, will you play for me?
I really like that they did that to show that Saul doesn't want to do this on a personal level. He does not want to kill David at this point because he sees him as a friend and as an adopted son, and he knows that this is a betrayal of somebody. But he also feels like it is for the good of his house. And caught between those two things, he has to choose one, and he's chosen the betrayal. He wants the last moment with them to not be deception. He wants it to be a good memory of David. I'm not sure what the goal was with having David's playing be layered over this wedding as well. I don't know what the narrative intention was. I wouldn't have chosen to do it. I guess, economical, but I probably would have just gone to the wedding and not had David's playing over it. That's just me, though. I will say, though, this wedding is inaccurate. They did it the way that we normally do, with the bride coming to the groom, but in Hebrew culture, it was actually the groom coming to the bride. Now, you might think that that's like the groom coming to claim his prize and take ownership of her, and you would be right. But the thing was, the idea was a man would become betrothed, and he would go out and seek his fortune in order to be able to support his wife. And so he would be coming back triumphantly, almost like a knight slaying a dragon or something, if you want to go into mythic terms. And he would come and say, I have finally done what I needed to do to claim my bride. And everyone would celebrate that he had been successful in his endeavors, and he would come to the home of her father, and they would be married, and then giant week-long party would kick off. And while I do understand why they did it that way, so you as a viewer wouldn't find it odd that he's coming to her rather than the other way around, it would have been cool if they had done it the traditional way, because that's what David is about to do, and it's kind of metaphorical of what's about to happen. Also like that now,
As beautiful as ever.
Saul, having heard David, he's very broken up about what he's doing to David. This is
God go with you, son.
a very good scene of personal torment and also genuine affection between these two men. Really good. Very well acted.
If we could still marry, would you?
We've talked about this, we can't.
If we could. If I could say more, I would, but all I need is a simple yes or no.
Yes. But David, that doesn't change the situation.
I like that he double checks that she's still okay with it and wants to marry him before he, risks his life. It's just a wise thing to do.
Where else in my kingdom can I drink wine like this?
like-
Decidedly strong.
Strength knows strength.
Surely Samuel is not still in your hand.
Like a termite.
I turn my blade on my enemies, not myself.
Kind of like that he's started cutting himself to try to rid himself of the curse because he's being reminded of his sins and the torment that he's brought upon others. And so he feels like maybe if he punishes himself, it'll stop. That's logical and something that somebody might come up with, especially in a culture that I believe he worships Baal. I don't know if that's been explicitly stated, but worshippers of Baal did actually cut themselves in order to placate and appease and entertain and get the attention of Baal. So it's a nice little touch.
If God no longer troubles you, what is it? David, I will tell you a story.
I do not know this character's motivations yet. Having finished this episode, I still do not know this character's motivations, but I really like the character. He's very fun to watch in every scene that he's in. The actor he's doing an incredible job.
I knew a man once kept a tiger. He fed it by hand only the finest meat, until one day it decided it had a taste for something richer. Time came, the tiger had to go.
Felt a little vague. Did the tiger eat someone? Did the tiger bite him? I just want to know more.
You have friends
A great many friends.
in Philistia? Send them a message.
Not sure why he grabbed the sword there.
Remember who you serve.
Always my king.
Still don't know his motivation. Again, the self-torture for trying to absolve oneself of one's sins. I'm just gonna go for it. This is accurate for before Christ. People in the Bible, they had to do a lot of sacrifices in order to atone for their sins. He should be offering some sacrifices for stuff. This is before grace. This is how it was. Just throwing that out there. The great grandson of David. I don't think that was enough greats. It was a couple thousand years. But by how he was sweating, I think they actually did have that actor pull something very heavy.
You're staying.
You're going to fight without me. Do you have a death wish?
No. But you do. You don't listen to orders or reason. You put everyone's lives around you at risk. You're the one who's going to get yourself killed, brother. But not on my command.
Do really like what they're doing with Eliab.
David, may I see your sword?
So shiny.
Freshly forged of iron.
Looks like it needs to be sharpened. Looks
All yours.
blunt.
Very nice.
So I will say it is a stereotype to get a sword and, the person like twirls it around and stuff and it looks flashy or whatever. But it does, there is some logic to it. It's a good way to get an idea of how it feels and the weight and everything. And also it's fun to do. But if something is out of balance or whatever while doing a movement like that, you do actually feel, oh, this is too heavy in the handle. This is too heavy in the pommel. The balance is wrong. It's a good way to decide whether or not you like how a sword feels. I do love that they haven't let go of the fact that Abinadab really likes David's horse. I hope that something comes of that later. Because I'm reminded of when he threw a dove out earlier. We still don't know what that was, honestly. That time he was definitely just telling people in Philistia that David's coming. I do like the tension behind that. I think there should be an idol there. Otherwise it looks too much like he's praying to God.